Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays EU4 for absolute beginners. We're back with Great Britain and everybody hates us, as usual. So yeah, in a coalition, as we start getting diplomats back, I might start trying to make friends with people. Apart from that, I'm very worried about the New World. Even though I'd love to make a move on India, although we're going to need full manpower for that anyway. I'm kind of thinking it would be very useful if we could try to improve our positions in Mexico and Louisiana. Actually, how many do we need for Louisiana? We've got 2. Right, and we certainly had a claim here. Whether we've managed to keep it, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm sort of questioning how much of this, actually we can tell from the map, can't we? How much is colonial Mexico? So yeah. So we could actually build British Mexico with colonists. But basically what I'm thinking is if we're going to carve some territory out from Portugal, we're not going to have enough to make colonial nations, so we could do with an army here and an army here. And I'm thinking, given our constant manpower woes, I should try and do mercenary armies. And they don't need to be big ones, just enough to put down uprisings really, and to help us in the war. So I am thinking, and let's hold that thought while we get a diplomat out. Mulhauser. They're always there, aren't they? That's just Bavaria in the coalition. They are. Let's try and make friends with Bavaria. Oh, good grief. Heretic religion, unlawful territory, plus the aggressive expansion. Right. But 2 of those should be going down all the time anyway. I'm just thinking Bavaria's quite big. See, Saxony are Catholics, we might have a better chance with them. Save him. Just an admiral, okay. But Saxony aren't in the coalition. At least not yet. So yeah, let's check the force limit. Unlawful territory. That's a no, sorry. It's probably going to make things worse. Right, so we've got room for 32 more people. What we don't have is the money to hire the mercenaries. So if we avoid these ones, I'm thinking people like this. We need a few hundred to do it though, don't we? Might actually push that simply because the extra money should help us as well with deterring attacks, shall we say. So free Swiss Guard 15, that looks alright. So bring them over to Picardy. There we go. So I'm going to need to get them to either Mexico or Louisiana. Maybe I should do Mexico first because it's probably going to be a while before I attack. Can't attack with the coalition in any case. Okay. Okay. Not a bad thing. Milan. I wonder if we could actually stop spying at some point. Harrigan. We need 40 for Harrigan. Right, fair enough. Not sure if we have any claims on Florida yet. Looks like we do, because I can't choose either of these. Let's take that one. And maybe we should stop spying on Castile and start trying to make friends with people. Okay. That's the Conquistador, that's fine. Sure, right. I kind of feel like we should try to enforce peace. So this is an option because these guys attacked our colony. We can basically tell them to stop or we will take over. Right, and they've actually just stopped. Fair enough. I don't really mind. Oh, right. Well, I guess that puts paid to our Aragonese spying as well, which is fine. But yeah, basically the fact that they attacked us probably means that they're in with some kind of decent chance, and obviously we don't want to risk our colony even though they're a decent size. So yeah, quite happy to have forced a peace. I'm sure our colony will attack them back if they feel that they're in with a chance. Right, how are we doing? Once again, we could do with the nobility. Okay, a vulnerable target. Is it really a vulnerable target though? Yeah, let's try and find them. Oh right, okay. Okay, they might actually be a vulnerable target. And they're unlikely to be a member of a coalition. Okay, let's go with that. Simply because... I mean, we really could do with getting our nobles in a position to seize land. For us to seize land. Okay, so we're probably looking at mercenaries again. Because that is a very long way away. So what mercenaries are available in Australia? More importantly, what mercenaries that we can afford are available in Australia? Getting back up to the number of loans we had before the last war. Obviously not the Scottish Guard. So basically looking for a mercenary company that is active in this area. And there doesn't appear to be one. Okay, so in that case we are going to have to use one of these. probably get away with the smallest one. It's always a risk, of course. I'm just very conscious that we also need to get a mercenary company in Mexico. And this is going to start adding up. Ooh, what have we got? Line of battle. No objection there. And also we should be able to finish off our administrative ideas. That's brilliant. So administrative technology costs are minus 10%, which is what I wanted. And we do have a new policy available. Colonial Administration Act. Right, we definitely want this. So, because this is the second diplomatic policy that we've done, it will cost us 1 diplomatic power per month, but if you look at the benefits, I mean, for a colonial nation, yeah, we definitely want those. So that's knocked us down a little. And we also want to find a new +2 advisor. There are no +2 advisors. Cannot currently afford a +3. So, national unrest. No, I think I'll do yearly prestige. Prestige could definitely use a little bit of a boost. British Columbia are astonishingly struggling against a 1-province nation. Right, well, let me hire me mercenaries before I start dishing out gifts. Surely there's someone active up here. Oh, hang on. Yucatan Company. Excellent. Now, they're actually quite big, so I hope they haven't pushed us over our force limit. They haven't, not quite. Okay, brilliant. So we just about got away with that, so I'm going to see if we can keep all of those mercenaries long term. So far we're still making money. Okay, right, let's hand our remaining money to British Columbia before it's too late. See if that will be enough to turn the tide and allow them to actually win this war. I'm genuinely quite shocked that they're struggling. I mean, seriously, guys, what kind of army have you got? So I don't believe we can enforce peace here because our colony started it. Yeah, there we go. So I think giving them money is all we're going to be able to do, which we have done. Right, so our next colony here needs to be in New Zealand. So we have spent a bit too long exploring. No general here. Let me check where Eora actually is. Nope. Okay, not exact matches. Was it Cora? Nope. Definitely wasn't Cora. Mora? No. Seriously, questioning my ability to read here. It definitely looks like EOR8. Maybe we just can't see them. Maybe that is the entirety of the problem. Still. Okay, so we've got too many generals now, too many military leaders, but it does mean we technically have 2 armies. Which should put us in a decent position. How are we for war exhaustion? We are fine for war exhaustion. So I think this is subjugation again. So not ideal. Still, we'll be fine. So we've kind of discovered New Zealand, but we don't have any provinces there, which is a minor nuisance. I suppose what we could do potentially is open another colony. It's not like we don't need them. Maybe do a little Mexican one. Just thinking to keep the colonising up while we're not in a position to colonise New Zealand yet. Although we do have conquistadors there, so we may be able to land them. Not sure if we might be helping here by blockading, but on the other hand... Oh, there they are. Right. Fair enough. On the other hand, I think the army isn't going to have too many problems winning anyway. Oh, good. Actually, in some ways, subjugating is better, because if we actually took the land and cored it, we'd end up making an Australian nation without any holdings in New Zealand. I suppose we could always just manually make a colony. I mean, they might spread to New Zealand anyway, but I just want to sort of give them a little push. Make sure they have at least one piece of land over there, so they're more likely to colonise. Okay, how's our money doing? Oh, it is bad. Well, we do have an awful lot of mercenaries. Okay. And that will push our inflation up. Still, never mind. Let's spend even more money. Okay, at least we've got some good news. Colony has finished. Brilliant. Let us make the last one then. And we should also be converting some of these provinces, because I think the Counter-Reformation is still going. So, even though we can't really afford it with our 3 mercenary armies. So even though I'm doing a terrible mischief to our finances, our manpower is hopefully doing okay. Right, well, we know where you are now, so I'm going to land. Might even try and send you down to attack, because you're you have a conquistador, so you can get through this terra incognita. Although I think we can attack anyway. Still, their army's only 4,000, so in theory we could take them on with our colonial army. Skill 2 for defense gives us military power. I think we should go for it. I'd really like to stop getting events that cost us money soon though. Oh no. Oh, we've just gone up to 8. 8 loans. Wonderful. Right. Oh, brilliant. Let's send the mercenary army down to deal with them. Or possibly let's not, because it looks like France is going to handle it for us. Good old France. And Brittany. In fact, they're just kind of getting swarmed. Right, so this army is going over to Louisiana. Maybe that part of Louisiana, so we don't have to sail quite as far. Apparently someone is blockading us. I think we can help with that. How are you doing? Yeah, I think you're fine. Okay. Really have been doing diplomacy. I'm forgetting we still have a coalition. I'm a lot less scared of coalitions than I used to be. But still, Saxony is a decent size. And thanks to our being the same religion. Yeah, the unlawful territory thing is causing issues, but that is just what happens when you are messing with the Holy Roman Empire. So it is fine. They haven't arrived yet. Okay, brilliant. Trade disputes, well, everyone does hate us. Mali, okay, let's see. Oh, right. To be fair, that sounds like something that we did wrong rather than them. Okay, got some separatist ensuring. I suppose I should send my army over. I know France is probably willing to do it for us, but we will get there faster. Oh, good grief, we've broken our alliance with Siam. I have no idea why. And we have separatists everywhere. Okay. Well, one of them I think is Austria's problem, so that's fine. Right, a bit upset about Siam, sorry. We were counting on that. time for our conquest of India. Not at all sure what happened. Oh, right. Isolationism. Right, fair enough. Right, can't be helped. Okay, well, Bengal is now huge. Which is worrying. Who are their enemies? Siam, of course. Jaunpur, who wasn't that big. Portugal and Vijayanagar. Right, I feel like Vijayanagar might be a good option. So we should definitely think about making friends with them next time we have a diplomat. It's going to be a big, better leave it be again. Ooh. Maple blessing. Well, much as we need money, I think we should do the sanctioned dynasty because our legitimacy is still very low. Legitimacy, and even though the prestige will be raising it, I think a little too risky. Okay, oh brilliant, got more settlers. I won the siege of Europe, which is fantastic. Right, brilliant. So with that in mind, get you back here and let's see if we can make a last claim on Portugal. And make peace. So, is there anywhere down... Actually, let's just check we've got this Louisiana one. We have. And we can't get that one, so that's fine. Any Mexican ones? Apparently not. Okay. Actually, we need to make sure we're in the right place, don't we? Okay, so that's an option. But we already had a couple of claims. So there's definitely... And we can claim things on the opposite side. I'm just not that keen. Really need to make peace as well. We have a lot of claims over there. I suppose we could make claims over in Brazil. Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should. Right. So, I need to find Portugal and stop spying on them. And then the diplomat we get back will hopefully allow us to make peace. Okay, once again we're being blockaded. Once again we're going to go and deal with them. You both go there. to... Right, it's you who wants a British vassal, isn't it? Can we get them both? We can get them both, but I don't want them both because it's going to mess up our diplomatic power. That'll do. Okay, so the nobles are happy. Now with them being a vassal, we could probably let this mercenary army go. So I might do, simply because our money is struggling quite badly. Anything that isn't hideously expensive, not really. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, might have to think about some of the other mercenary armies as well at this rate. But in the meantime, let's do Mulhauser. And I don't know, 3 leagues? No, not in it. Baden is in it. But it's going to take a while to get our diplomats back. So, not a big deal. So we've got one in Peru, one in Louisiana now. Let's get our navy back. It's Austria's problem again. At least our manpower should be going up. Okay, yeah, they've lost a leader. And we have one in Mexico. So that's 3 mercenary armies, I think. The one in Mexico is rather larger. Might need to be, of course. And we're now above our land force limit. Right, so that's probably the problem, isn't it? Yeah, that's the problem. We've gone too far. We're going to need to get rid of these. Problem is, that means our colony now has no one defending it. Right, how close are we to finishing this one up here? Because that would solve that problem quite handily. Not close enough. Right, well at least if we bring our ships up. Now that we've dealt with that blockade, then we can move them over to help if needed. Okay, Munster hates us. They're really not happy. Cleve's still the Emperor. Yes, they are. Well, that's good. Now, it doesn't help us immensely, but at least it's something. Right, okay, so I think we're gaining money again. Yeah, so that was the problem. We dipped above our force limit, so I better not hire any more mercenaries. I guess what must have happened, unless I was being particularly careless, is that it wasn't counting the troops that we hadn't recovered yet as part of the force limit, which makes sense. So we need to finish our manpower before we hire any more mercenaries, which is fine. Okay, so the other thing we're going to need to do is try to make friends with our new vassals, and at some point we want to annex Saluzzo because Oh, maybe we don't. Oh no, actually we don't need to yet, because we don't have too many diplomatic relations, because we lost our alliance with Siam. Okay, but we are going to want to make a new one. So for that, we're going to want to annex Saluzzo. Right. Is English West Indies has declared a war on Florida. That seems like a really bad idea. On the plus side, I can hopefully take back any land they lose later. So let's not worry too much. Apparently our generals dropping like flies. Right, let us go and make landfall in New Zealand. So I want to find a nice empty province. Although I suppose we might as well leave the army there. So I guess we'll swap colonists, so when Cascadia finishes we will send that colonist over here. Not happy that we're losing claims. Okay, there we are. I might start moving this one back to the Atlantic, because really that's supposed to be the Atlantic ship. Pacific one's up in Cascadia. Atlantic Fleet, I should say. Okay, Castile's attacking Kilwa, no issue there whatsoever. Might go with this province, actually, just because it's slightly closer to Australia. Hoping they'll spread here as well and maybe start taking people over. But for now, right, let's start improving relations. And we finally start getting admin tech again. Right, so we couldn't even mention needing to build universities last time. We don't even have the technology to do it yet. So yeah, we definitely need to move up, and I should have seized land when I could. Okay, never mind. Never mind, not the end of the world. Right, let's spin on a bit. Okay, that's some good news. Newfoundland's now declaring war as well. So yeah, really hoping that our colonies know what they're doing here. Okay, well that sounds good. That is good. Right, brilliant. They've taken most of the lands that we had claims on in Florida. Yeah, I can see some funded colonial disputes later. So, I mean, in theory, we should probably start spying on Castile and claiming a couple of other provinces instead. Ooh. be bad. Okay, sorted. We have a free diplomat, so let's start improving relations with Vijayanagar. Not sure we want quality ideas yet. How are we doing for... Yeah, you see we're still... Our neighbours are ahead of us still, so... I'll hold on for the actual military technology. It's Holland. Okay, brilliant. Right, so that's what we wanted. British Alaska has formed. Fantastic. We're going to move you across to, hang on, not there, Mexico, to guard this colony. And we're going to start a colony on New Zealand. Brilliant. We should finish off this colonial nation as well. So we're going to want to seriously subsidise British Alaska to get them moving. How much can we afford to give? We can afford 10, which is what we usually do. We just need a diplomat, so hopefully one of them will finish soon. Yeah, I was just thinking that should be fine. Okay. Need a explorer. Let's see if we can move a bit more of this area. And yeah, got some diplomats free, so let us subsidise. Should improve our relations a bit as well, although that's not the main concern at the moment. The main concern is getting them on their feet and getting them to start colonising. Brilliant, right. Mildly appalled that we've gone through this entire session and our manpower has been firmly at 0 for the whole time. Getting in a position to attack India is going to take some serious doing. On the plus side, we've also been under a coalition the whole time and we haven't been attacked, which wasn't too worried because obviously we're horribly powerful and they can all see how powerful we are. Kind of puts them off attacking us. Oh, good grief. Flemish separatists. Oh yeah, I think I did vaguely notice this. Cleves isn't the one promised nation. So they took over Nassau. Oh well, so maybe we could actually take that land at some point. Not to worry. See, that's annoying. Right, so we're going to have to start spying on Portugal again, because we've lost our Louisiana claim, which is very important. We're struggling so much to get a foothold in Louisiana that I certainly don't want to have a war with Portugal without taking at least one piece of Louisiana from them. Never mind. Ooh, what we got? Noble family requests aid. I don't think they're likely to get any. No, sorry. Can't afford it right now. Lands on the frontier, okay. Some colonists have gone elsewhere. I'm going to accept that. Spy. So we could get a cheaper 1662. To be honest, that does sound more valuable. Cost to fabricate claims is less. So maybe we should go with that. Okay, diet. Nobility, once again, is the one letting us down. I kind of feel like the manpower thing is a bad idea though. It's just going to take too long. Clergy wants stability, and the burghers want us to be trading in spice. Okay, it looks like we're going to be stuck with the clergy. Honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, it's going to cost us a lot of admin power. But the effects of the stability should be pretty good. So yeah, that's not all bad. Very help with our money situation a bit for one thing. Might have enough there to be able to tentatively start one of the missionaries. Right, probably need prestige again, even though we're low on money as always, and we really need to put in to be the next papal controller. Hadn't realised we hadn't done that. Right, so what else have we got? Commonwealth. Okay, they have two rivals now. Oh, the Ottomans have... No, they haven't. I was going to say the Ottomans have recovered, but I don't think they have. Still, maybe we could rival them. If the Commonwealth can. Unlawful territory, but that is going down. Aggressive expansion, yeah, so we've still got room to improve. But things are getting better. Could theoretically vassalize Albania peacefully. It's only 2 provinces, but we've done worse. So yeah, rivals. Can we rival the Ottomans? We can't, but we can rival Portugal again. So let's do that. Should help us with prestige or something. Power projection, that sort of thing. Okay, a bit more military tech. That's good. Gradually catching up on everyone. Okay, brilliant. So, not a very exciting place to stop, but I'm just going to stop there. So, reasonably happy with that. It took us the whole session to start regaining manpower at all, but we're still not going to be able to attack Castile or Portugal until the coalition's done with, so hopefully we'll actually gain some anyway. I suppose we could have gone for the manpower diet thing, but we don't really need full manpower to attack Castile and Portugal. And I am getting a little bit anxious. Gonna have to make sure we restore our claims. So Florida, Louisiana. Don't know if we've lost the Mexico ones yet, but I think possibly Portuguese Peru. We need to remake some claims on before we attack. But yeah, I'll probably be... Actually, that's the point. How are we? Yeah. So I'll probably be looking for a less... sort of smaller mercenary army. Actually, Free Company has... Oh, it's got 15 people. I suppose we might be able to afford being a little bit above. Okay, maybe wait till we've got a bit more money. But yeah, we're still going to need a mercenary army here. Alright, interesting. Oh yeah, they are within Mexico. I can just see we're going to have some clashes here, so I'm sort of trying to keep our colonial nations separate and also keep them within their alleged spheres of control. Of course, the West Indies have completely blown that out of the water. So, I'm expecting some clashes there. It feels a little harsh to try to give the West Indies this ground back though, so not giving it back, sorry, to give this to take it off them, seeing as they fought for it against the Spanish, which I'm always in favour of. Oh, I've changed unit types. I should do that. Gallop cavalry and one of the cannons, don't mind which one. Right, we're definitely going to finish there. But yeah, generally that isn't bad. We've formed British Alaska, we have subjugated a one province nation, discovered New Zealand, so we're well on our way to another colonial nation. And so far we're doing okay with the 7th Coalition. Well, it's lasted longer than the others, and we're getting manpower back. So I think on the whole that was positive. It didn't feel like we achieved much, we at least didn't lose anything and made steady progress. That's pretty good. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time when hopefully we will finish the coalition and actually finally get to grips with Castile and Portugal again. See you then.